against Sicilian defense, then you're very lucky, because I have the right solution for you, and I'm going to present the Grand Prix attack. We're going to see how this opening created, and the first move is e4, then black can reply with c5, and here the modern approach is knight to c3. I'm going to explain you in future videos why this move is important these days, but back in the day, in 1834, Labourdonnais and McDonnell with white pieces and Labourdonnais with black played a match and start experiments themselves in this variation. So we have f4, this is the Grand Prix attack. Now e6, knight f3, d5, try to attack the center immediately, and these days McDonnell choose to close up the center. This looks like advanced French. So let's see the game. Knight to c6, c3, f6, try to attack the center immediately. It's important move. Now knight a3. The idea behind that move is to place the knight on c2, and after that place d4 in order to overprotect this d4 square. And please remember that these days players try to find new ideas and new opening lines. Now we have knight h6, knight c2, continue the plan, bishop to e7, of course, d4, short castling, bishop to d3, and now Labourdonnais took a decision, and it's not a very good decision. He played c4. His idea is to, of course, relocate the bishop from this long diagonal, but he's closing the center, and it's not good to just close the center because you are giving the upper hand to your opponent. Okay, we have c4 now, bishop e2, bishop d7, short castling, and now it's time to choose a plan. And black here chose the plan, not very bad. He played this move b5 with the idea to play a5 and b4. However, white tried to attack in the other side of the board. The game is complicated and approximately equal. Nothing dramatic is happening till now. We have knight e3, now a5 following the plan, king h1, nice move because at some lines he would like to play g4. Now we have f takes c5, f takes c5, and knight f5. And white tried to continue his attack, and now he played a nice move. He played an aggressive move, I can say, g4, a very aggressive move, but very committal move. Maybe it's a little better to capture the knight immediately or play a more classical defensive move, play something like a4. It's not very easy to find such moves, but in any case, he continued attack, play natural moves, try to attack immediately, so he played g4. McDonnell with white pieces, Labourdonnais captured here on e3, bishop takes, bishop to e8, very nice maneuver. We can see it in France as well, because he's putting the bishop in this diagonal, closer to the king and in front of his pawns. Very nice move, this one. We have bishop to queen d2, bishop g6, knight g5, of course, try to find a new weakness here on e6, put the knight closer to the enemy king and try to create something there. So we have bishop takes, and queen to d7. Now white continue with h4, and the white is attacking, right? He is attacking. He would like just to push his pawns forwards, maybe h5, and create some weaknesses there to attack the king side. Black's plan is nice here to play something like b4, but it's a little slow, and black didn't manage to create any threats right now, but attacking the enemy king, it's more dangerous. So we have b4 now, king h2, nice prophylactic move against bishop e4 or things like that. We have pawn takes on c3, pawn takes on c3, a4, h5, attacking the bishop, and he's gaining one tempo. So we have bishop to e4, h6, very nice square, very nice move. Try to find access on that square and to destroy the black squares around the enemy king. This is a key move, a critical move. He played h6, very strong move. Now we have g6, bishop f6, as you can see, and white is dominating on dark squares. Rook a to b8, bishop e7, attacking the rook, and now he played queen to e7. And the idea behind this move, very strong, very clever idea, and these days players try to sacrifice material in order to create checkmate threats and things like that. And here we can see if he just captured the rook. I didn't analyze it before, but now it's checkmate in two moves. If you manage to find it, you're very welcome to click to write a comment below. It's your move, black's turn now, and he can checkmate in 2 moves. But let's continue the game now. He played king to g3, try to avoid the checkmate threat, and rook takes, a3. Black of course tried to create some counterplay in the queen side, so he managed to do that. The problem is that the center is closed and this knight is not really helping in the king side, and white have some ideas here to checkmate on f8. So white have a very strong initiative in the king side, but black's threats looks extremely dangerous on the other side of the board, because he's threatening rook b2, capturing that pawn and creating a new queen. So we have rook to h6, and the problem is that the rook cannot really move now, because the rook is almost forced to protect that square on f8. So we have knight a5, another very nice and aggressive idea. Try to find finally something for that knight, something useful. We have bishop to d1 and knight b3, as you can see. Now he's attacking the queen and offering a pawn here, offering the knight, sorry, because white can capture that knight, but it's really bad, because after that we can recapture with the pawn, and you can see these 2 pawns are powerful. Really powerful, because black can play something like a3 and can create a new queen, or b2, and with similar ideas. So he didn't capture the knight. Of course he wasn't forced to capture the knight, and now he played actually it's a little question what you are going to play now with white pieces. It's your turn. You can pause the video and try to think. White's turn. And here he played during the game, not the best, he played queen to f2, very good move, not bad move, but even more accurate, better was this one, queen g5, because this move generates a threat. Can you find the threat? White have a big threat now, and he is threatening to give a check on f8, and after this he can capture the queen, and now white is winning actually. So he didn't play that move. He played queen f2 with maybe similar ideas. He would like to tighten down black pieces on this square on f8, so black cannot do anything at all. Now we have knight to c1, bishop a4, try to activate the bishop, knight d3 attacking the queen. Queen went back on f1, and we have now g5. Actually, black is it's running out of moves here a little bit, because if we just move this guy, for example, we have a beautiful move here, bishop to d7, and the idea is to capture that pawn and create checkmate threats, and queen cannot capture the bishop, as we mentioned earlier, because we have this checkmate on f8. So this is the idea. Bishop a4 was a very strong move, and black tried to do something. He played g5. We have bishop to c2 now. And let's see why he didn't play that, because now we have this powerful move, knight f4, shutting down the f line, and finally this knight came around the world, make all this big journey in order to shut down this these pieces. Very nice move. So he played g5, and now McDonnell realized that this diagonal b1 h7 is weak, and for that reason he retreated his bishop here, tried to do something, or maybe to exchange this powerful knight for his own bishop. We have knight to c5 offering the exchange, but this is not good move. Of course he has to play the knight here, and after bishop takes, pawn takes, then white can capture this pawn, and now what to do actually. The rook cannot really move, the knight is a little bit not very good there, not very nice placed on f4, because it can't create any threats. You can see e6 is a potential weakness, a3 maybe is a weakness, and it's a little difficult to play with black. White has little initiative. He played a tricky move, this one, tried to hoping for white to capture here, because after that he would like to give a check and attacking everything, but okay, white player just captured this powerful knight, bishop takes, and now he has another problem. As you can see, this powerful move h6 creates a lot of weaknesses around the dark squares, and mainly this f8 is a vital square, because both of the black pieces should protect that one. And now we have c6, and you can see black pieces cannot stop that pawn. And the game continued, bishop a6, c7, rook e8, try to play something, and now we have queen to c1. Not only try to do something for the pawn, but now he's attacking g5. queen takes here, bishop c2, and here you have a good discover attack, actually almost one. This is bishop f8 check, the other bishop covered this g line, but now the a3 pawn dropped, and now we have more and more problems, because white is threatening to capture the bishop here and to destroy completely black's king side, and white is winning. He played queen d7, bishop here, he pushed the pawn, queen here again, he is threatening another checkmate, very nice idea. Now he put the queen back, and now queen takes d4. Suddenly he managed to collect that pawn, and the problem wasn't only on f8, but in the dark squares as well. He played queen to c7, and now we have the final move. Can you find it? The final strong move. It's checkmate in 5, but alright, it doesn't matter. It matters that the queen should join the attack, and now it's extremely difficult, or it's impossible for black to stop this checkmate on here on g7. He can sacrifice little material, but it will be checkmate in any case. I hope you enjoyed that video. You are very welcome to click the thumbs up button, and please follow the link below, because I have a complete guide for you. I created for you only on Grand Prix attack. You're going to learn a lot of things. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.